Welcome back. I'm sure most viewers of this channel have seen a cassette deck or two, but this is a Sony Ccp-1310F audio cassette duplicator that allows you to duplicate or copy 3 cassettes at once at 16 times the normal speed, with separate level controls for side A and side B, and a choice of copying side A only or both sides at once with these controls and this switch. These switches give you an option of auto copy, copy, stop and rewind. And this duplicator only copies in mono, not stereo. Looking at the underside of the unit, looking at the back of the unit, there is a DIN style plug for inputs, control inputs, and a socket for the power, which is 120 volts, without an option to switching to other voltages. Let's open the unit and have a look inside. And going by the way the screws were done up, I'm guessing no one's been inside there since this thing was made. It's just 2 screws up the top and hinges to open and reveal what's inside. So let's take a look. And here we go. So that's all the circuitry inside, and I'm not going to pretend that I know what all this circuitry does, except copy the tapes at 16 times its normal speed in this unit, but it's only in mono form. It does not cater for stereo. More circuit boards on each side of the unit, in here on the left hand side, as well as more on the right hand side. Here's a diagram of the belts, and this is what the belt system setup looks like, with a reasonably chunky transformer and more circuitry on the right hand side of the unit. The 120 volt transformer, and it's a shame that you can't plug into 240 volts for this unit, and I can't test it out and at all because I have got no 120 volt power supply. This is what it looks like from a distance, the whole lot. The pulleys / flywheels are made of brass, and the belts seem to be a bit slack on this unit, but there would be like a 1 minute job to replace them both and have it up running at all up to spec. It's got a relatively heavy square belt on there, and 2 motors per cassette deck, so 8 motors all up. and a huge flywheel in the middle. I can only imagine that a stereo unit would be more complicated in its circuitry than this. And here's a close-up tour of the electronics side of the device, and it's 120 volts only. And like I said before, I'm not going to pretend that I know what all this circuitry does, because I don't. And here is a close-up of the level control for side A and side B, which you can record both at the same time from that master tape on the left to the three others. An off switch up the top, and all the other controls and indicators here at the bottom. These are just indicators. And selectors and switches down the bottom here for auto copy, copy, stop and rewind. And thank you for watching, and see you next or the previous video.